back directly from the community and where we get our money from. And we also believe that we should give back to society as a whole. So we give back directly to the cannabis community and then society as a whole. We have a nonprofit that we started called Humanity Heroes. Amy Simpson is our rock star. She runs that. Yeah. And we give out backpacks to the homeless, 10,000. We do that every year. Going to do it again this year. And then also growers who their places have burnt down in the wildfires, have been flooded out. We give them both cash and nutrients to get them through. Yeah, we've given well over $1 million in cash and another probably couple million in nutrients through the years to different folks. St. Vincent, when they had the big volcanic eruption, well, they can legally grow there, and it wiped out all the farmers, and we sent a whole container of advanced nutrients down there for the farmers to have to get them going again.
Dude, that's awesome. That is so awesome. I mean, there you go, guys. I mean, listen, this is Big Mike from Advanced Nutrients. If you don't know, please follow Big Mike. Please follow Advanced Nutrients and Humanity Heroes. But we're here today at MJBizCon 2023 inside a Cell Block 40 Tons, brought to you by Custom Cones USA and the rest of our sponsors. We could not do what we do without the people supporting us. We're a social equity brand. We're small, but we're mighty, and we believe in giving back as well, just like Big Mike. And so today we're here with Big Mike. Please let everybody know, like, what is Advanced Nutrients and what do you guys do over there?
Advanced Nutrients is a 24-year-old company. We were in cannabis before it was cool, and we understood that our industry needed a product that was actually made for cannabis. No other company out there has had products. They were just selling ag fertilizer labeled, and they were saying, oh, this is for the hydroponics. What we realized, no one actually studied the plant. So we got together with UBC University and BCIT up in Canada and started doing massive research, took tissue samples from roots, stems, leaves, stalks, buds, all every week through flower and veg, and also multiple strains. And we've never stopped researching. We've spent a lot of money on research over the last 24 years. In fact, we were able to go to Bulgaria and get a license to legally study the plant. And we employed a lot of PhDs and students that were doing their master's and doctoral thesis out of the Technical University out of Sofia, Bulgaria. There's only 3 licenses like that in the world. There is Tikkun Olam in Israel had one from their government. And then there is GW Pharmaceutical in the UK and Advanced Nutrients in Bulgaria. And so we unlocked a lot of the mysteries of what makes that plant tick. In fact, I'll be so bold to say we understand how to grow that plant better than anyone else on the planet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Do you find that, and I have reason to believe just by the sheer size of your company that research R&D is one of the key successes to your formula of success?
Science is the truth. If you want to find out what's really happening, use science, not what I call bro science or hippie magic. A lot of guys, I've heard things over the year, and we actually tried some to see if it worked, and it never pans out because it's just more or less opinion. I like hardcore data. And then replicate it a couple of times and then take it to market. Everything that we bring out has been thoroughly tested to work not only in the lab, because sometimes stuff works in the lab and you put it in the hands of the grower and it's just not going to happen. And then we put it into we beta test it with growers, and if they can get the same or similar results close to it, we then put it into the marketplace.
There's so many variables in this thing, right? And so the fact that you've studied and researched every one of them and really figuring out and fine-tuning it gives the grower the most opportunity for success. So did you want to say something more about that?
Oh, yeah. We still are learning stuff about that plant every single day. Now we're really focused on gene editing. And with gene editing, we can make the plant do all kinds of things that you can grow plants outdoors and make them look like they're indoors. If you want purple buds, you can get purple buds, pink buds. You want to upregulate the THCA synthase pathway. We know how to do that. It's going to be an amazing future for cannabis. And the cool thing is, we're at the tip of the iceberg when you start talking about genetics and gene editing and what we can do. We've already figured out how to make the plant powdery mildew immune and hop site and viroid.
Wow. Wow. You heard it here. Make sure you go and support Advanced Nutrients, not just because they got the best nutrients in the world, but also because they have a heart and they help a lot of people. Why do you attend shows like MJBizCon?
Well, MJBizCon, we're actually pulling away from consumption shows and are going more in business orientated shows because this is the future of cannabis. We're in a bubble actually here in California and Nevada. The rest of the world is very, very different. And when we go over to Europe, they're 5 to 7 years behind in their knowledge. So you come here, the cutting edge knowledge is here. The people who are on the forefront of innovation are here. And of course, all the licensed producers are here, and the legacy guys are here as well. So it's a great place to be.
That's right. Support the legacy. 40 Tons is a legacy brand. And, you know, we attend shows like MJBizCon as well because it's a place where the entire industry kind of comes together. I like to call it the Super Bowl of cannabis conferences.
There's no conference like this in the world. This is the biggest cannabis conference of professionals in the world, and anyone and everyone should come to this show because you will learn things that you never knew before, guaranteed every time. This is where the cutting edge technologies happen.
Cutting edge technology, you meet the community, you meet the culture, you meet the legacy, you meet the advocates, you meet the growers, you meet the brands, you meet the manufacturers. I mean, it's everybody here.
And the future of cannabis is here.
And the future of cannabis is here. So speaking of that, the future of cannabis, you know, here at 40 Tons, we believe no one should be in prison for a plant. Too many of our good brothers and sisters have served time over this plant. Nobody in this entire building would be here without the people that made the sacrifice for this plant to get it to where it is today, which is our good brothers and sisters who served. You've served. We've served. So many people have served. How do you feel about that? Do you believe that no one should be in prison for cannabis?
No one should be in prison for cannabis. And the fact that there's still people in prison, just it's hard to understand in this day and age, and it doesn't make any sense. And especially when our government is spending crazy money, they can save a heck of a lot of money by just letting cannabis people out of jail. It's crazy what happened in California, letting out prisoners that are violent offenders, and the cannabis guys and gals are still there. Makes zero sense. Let the cannabis people, like, I used to be a bouncer, believe it or not, a long time ago. Okay. And I worked with cops, right? Yeah. And at the door. And we would talk about alcohol versus cannabis. And they would say, we love the cannabis people because they're nonviolent. You go, all the crazy stuff happens with the alcohol. And so it's a very safe medicine to use. And I also believe that a lot of folks who use cannabis have gone through some kind of trauma or they're having some kind of difficulty. Not everybody, but a good portion. You go, oh, that guy over there, he's just a stoner smoking weed. Well, you don't know what that person's been through in their life and what they had to deal with, and they're actually healing it, and it's getting them through a tough period of their life. I know I've had tough periods in my life where my cannabis use has gone up and then gone down. It modulates with stress, so it's got to be for other people too. And sure enough, I ask enough questions with enough people, and yeah, it's absolutely being used that way.
Well, thank you, Big Mike. I really appreciate you coming here and sharing your wisdom with us and the people that are watching. Continue to do what you're doing. Anything that 40 Tons can do to help what you got going on, please let us know. We're window washers all the way up to the conference room. You let us know and we'll be there.
Well, we have a virtual world, and you guys are going to be in our virtual world because part of it is educating. A lot of people don't know and understand the truth about why cannabis is illegal and the harm it has caused to society. So we take people through this tour, and there's literally jail cells. And so you can be in one of those, and you can be talking to the group. The guys are way better at this stuff than I am. They're literally geniuses. They came out of Industrial Light and Magic. Have you seen Avatar? Yeah. Have you seen Star Wars? These are the guys. So yeah, it's a whole different experience.
Yes, thank you.
For what you do.
Thank you, man. Oh my goodness, you heard it first. We're going to be in Big Mike's virtual world. Stay tuned for that. 2024.
Community's virtual world.
Community's virtual world. That
THC, the Healing Center.
THC, the Healing Center. So make sure you look out for that. Yeah. That's the working title. Make sure you look out for that. 2024. Is that?
Yeah. We have a working beta model now, but yeah, 2024. There's The investors summit that we're going to have for it is going to be middle of January. So yeah, 2024.
Okay, well, look out for that. Thank you so much. Once again, nobody should be in prison for cannabis. Thank you for coming to Cell Block 40 Tons, brought to you by Custom Cones. Thank you, MJBizCon, for giving us this beautiful display, this whole joint lounge. We respect you. Thank you, Stoner Shenanigans, for filming behind the ones and twos. And much love to all the workers, all the people cleaning up, all the people that are doing the marketing, the people that are doing the hustling. We could not do this. Big Mike and I could not do what we do as leaders of our companies without all the people below us and to the side of us working it. So much love, much respect, and any last parting words?
No, yeah, sure. The cannabis community is a great community, and there's many different facets that you can get involved in, and it will be very rewarding, and you should absolutely look at cannabis as a career.
You heard it first. Thank you. Peace and love, everybody.
Daysavers is super excited to announce the partnership with 40 Tons on the 40 Tons Cones for a Cause edition, where 10% of proceeds go to the 40 Tons Foundation. This is on top of our existing Cones for a Cause charity line of cones, which started with the USA tipped cones, which go to veterans cannabis-related charities, as well as the rainbow tip flag cones, which go to LGBTQ pride-related charity. Each pack of the Cones for a Cause come with 3 109mm king-size cones, and is with all Daysavers products. These are all carefully tested for heavy metals, pesticides, and microbials. If you're a retailer already carrying 40 Tons products, you're definitely going to want to carry the 40 Tons Cones for a Cause edition to sell to your consumers, as well as the USA Veterans editions, as well as the Rainbow Pride Tip edition. If you have any questions, these are all available for sale on daysavers.com. Please call or email us with any needs that you have.